สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. How are you today, B?
I'm fine, thank you, Prajan.
Ready for doing your work?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. We'll go to our first participant, which is Aparachita from Dubai. You're first tonight.
Good evening, Prajan.
Didn't see you for a few weeks.
Yes, of course, I was a bit late joining, and then there was lots of things I had to attend to, so I couldn't join in person.
Okay. Now you're free tonight.
Yes, I'm free for the moment.
Okay, how's everything going for you?
A few changes, but it is good. I mean, it's all like arranging because the studio I was teaching at that had closed down, so I had to look for new studios to teach. Then my mother and my brother were moving to another city, so just different things. However, it's all the way it is, and yeah, just managing my usual life.
But doesn't cause you any dukkha.
I would say occasionally, yes, I get into modes of stress. However, I also recognize it, and therefore it helps me to move on. Like for work, I found it quite easy, even though something closed, many new things came, so that was very easy. I think with family, I sometimes get more triggered personally, but
Yes.
yeah.
Our problem is we cannot adjust to the new reality. We still cling to the old reality when it's already changed into something else. So we have to be ready to change with the reality. Things just keep changing all the time. This is anicca. If you can adapt, then there's no dukkha. If you cannot adapt, then there will be dukkha.
Yes.
That's all there is to it. We have to accept all the changes that's happening, then there will be no dukkha. If we cannot accept, then we will have dukkha.
Mm. Yes.
The simple like that.
Mm.
Our dukkha arising from our attachment to the old ways, to the old thing. When new things appears, we cannot accept it.
Yeah.
So we just have to teach the mind that whatever happens, is something we have to live with, learn to live with.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Good or bad, we have no choice. It's anatta. Everything is fed upon us it's not like an a la carte meal in which you can order a particular food to eat. You're just given whatever food they would like to give it to you. You just have to eat whatever you're given. Think of ourselves like prisoner living in the prison. We have no choice really. We just have to take whatever they give us. And that's what happened to life sometimes. We are given whatever it is through our karma, our good and bad karma. Give us good and bad things. If we can accept them, then there will be no problem. If we cannot accept them, we are causing ourselves unnecessary suffering. So meditation can help us accept things more easier. When we have equanimity, we can just be being aware and not reacting to all the changes that's happening.
Yes.
Do you have any question tonight?
No, no questions. Just wanted to pay my respects in person, and that is all.
And join the meeting.
Thank you. Yes,
Okay.
just joining the meeting.
All right, good. I'll move to the next person now, to Claudia from Switzerland.
Good afternoon from Switzerland, Tanachan. No questions for the moment.
Okay, everything's fine.
Yes, everything is fine, except the weather, but the weather.
You cannot do anything about it, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is fine. So I'm enjoying the Zoom teaching this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Okay. Next, go to Ramya and Anura.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Good evening, Jen.
Yeah, we couldn't join for some time. So daylight saving stopped end of April, so time change. So we were late to join a couple of times, so we're listening on YouTube live. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Are you moving 1 hour ahead or moving back 1 hour?
1 hour moving back. Now it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
I see. It's winter for you. It's approaching winter for you.
Becoming cold, frosty days in the morning. Yeah.
So you had to move the clock back 1 hour.
Yes, we did. Yes. So change our couldn't wake up as before. So we put an alarm today just to be sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So
you have any question?
yes, Tangajan. So meditation is my meditation is getting better. I from the moment I wake up, I try to remember to play my mantra Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. I think it's really helping me for the meditation and busy at work. So it's suffering up and down. So Tangajan, we are thinking of staying at Wat Yan in early January. So we send an email to assistant to Ajaan Suchart, and then we got a reply yesterday saying we could stay up to maximum 7 days,
Yes,
but we want to say about 10 days. Would that be possible?
I think so. We can talk to the manager about it.
Yeah, because we haven't booked the air tickets yet, so we want to get the confirmation
Yeah,
to
sometimes
stay.
we make special allowances for people, especially if they come from overseas. I think we can make that arrangement.
Okay, so I'll write to I reply, and then we want to stay from 5th of January till 16th January, so next year.
Yes.
Yeah, I
But
think.
we don't take reservation that far ahead because
Okay,
we have cases of people changing their mind, changing their dates, and it costing a lot of work and
sure.
so
Yeah,
we tell people to make reservation 3 days before arrival. So they must be sure that they will come then. Otherwise, they keep changing all the time and just causing a lot of headache.
sure. Yeah.
So I hope you understand this.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe when we get the air ticket, I'll send the air ticket just to confirm
Yeah.
we are coming. Yeah, thank you, Tanajan.
But with
And
our Zoom member, maybe we can make some special exception.
oh yeah, okay. Thank you, Tanajan. Thank you. Sadhu. I think we want to do longer retreats now, so I think we try to find time, and we are planning to stay in Ajanganna's monastery for 8 days, and then Vajjan another 10 days. So just practice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a question or comment, Tanajan. In Venerable Narada's book on Dhammapada, it says there are 5 kinds of Mara, and one of the Mara is 5 aggregates. It says 5 aggregates is one of the Maras.
Yes.
Is it because we stick to aggregates, or
Yeah, our attachment to the 5 aggregates. We consider ourselves to be the 5 aggregates. So we
yeah?
cling to the 5 aggregates real strongly. So that makes it very difficult to stop the clinging,
Mm.
to let go of the 5 aggregates. Because the body is one of the 5 aggregates.
Yeah.
And we love our body more than anything else in this world, right?
Yeah.
And then the other 4 aggregates is our feelings. We want good feelings all the time. So it's hard to face the other types of feeling when they come upon us. But with the practice of mindfulness and jhana, we can be able to let go of them or face them when they change. Like the body will change, will get old, get sick and die, for instance. Without jhana, we will not be able to accept them because we want them to be strong and healthy and serve our purposes. Our purposes is sensual pleasure, and we need the body as the instrument, as the tool to get to sensual pleasure. But if we have jhana, we have an alternative way of keeping us happy. Jhana is a very happy form of, it's a very best form of happiness. Once we have happiness from jhana, then we can let go of the body of sensual pleasures. So the goal is to get to jhana first. When you have jhana, you have happiness. When you meditate, you enter the jhana, then you have happiness that is far better than the happiness from getting through the sensual organ of your body. Then you'll find that the body becomes redundant, unnecessary for you. You don't have to rely or depend on the body anymore. Once you can have happiness from jhana. then it will be easy for you to let go of the aggregates. Especially if you see that by clinging to them, it will cause you suffering. By relying on them to as a source of happiness can cause you suffering because they are not reliable.
Yeah.
They are temporary, they change.
Mhm.
So you rely on your jhana, on your mental happiness
Yeah.
instead,
Yeah.
which is more reliable than the body, than the five aggregates.
I said the reason why it says when you're in jhana, Mara cannot find you. Then we are in jhana, Mara won't be able to
That's
find us
right.
and disturb, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. In jhana, it's empty. Everything is empty. No formation, no mental formations.
Yeah.
When you come out of jhana, mental formations start to work, and it start to create all forms of enticement for the mind to go after.
Yeah. Okay.
And they are all illusion. They're not real. They're not real happiness. They are illusional happiness. You get it, once you have it, it's gone. It's like smoke.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you blow smoke into the air and suddenly it's gone, right?
Yeah.
It's the same type. The essential happiness is like that. You have a cup of coffee, you enjoy it, then after a few minutes, it's gone.
Yeah.
Then you feel empty again. You feel you need another cup. This is the nature of sensual pleasure. They're temporarily. You have to keep refilling, and when you're not able to do it, then you're left in a terrible shape. But with jhana, once you know how to get into jhana, you can always do it anytime you want to.
Yeah.
And you don't need to rely on your body to get into jhana. You don't need to have money to go buy things to get the sensual pleasures. So try to practice mindfulness as much as possible, like you are doing right now.
Yeah.
From the time you get up, push the mindfulness button.
Yeah.
Get it to work. Bhutto, bhutto, bhutto.
Yeah.
Don't think about this and that unnecessarily.
Yes.
You might be able to think, but think very briefly, like what is today, what I have to do, and so forth. Once you do that, while you're preparing yourself to go to do what you do, you don't have to think, and just keep concentrating on what you do.
Yeah.
Pay attention to what your body is doing. And you can also use mantra to help you keep it focused.
Yeah.
Not thinking about other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can do this when you meditate, you can keep your mind to pay attention to your meditation object. If you're continuously paying attention to your meditation object, then gradually the mind will become calmer and calmer, and eventually it can become still.
Yeah.
So mindfulness is the most important key, most important thing in the practice of meditation.
Yes.
Don't worry about wisdom yet. You don't. It's
Yeah.
not time yet for you to go to that
Yeah.
level. Get to jhana first. Then once you have jhana, then you can then go to wisdom to teach the mind to let go of everything, because everything is impermanent. Everything can cause you suffering.
Yeah.
Without jhana, you will not be able to let go. Even if you know that they are causing you the suffering, you still want to have them.
Yeah.
Like the body, you still want to keep it. You still want to have it, even though your body is causing you the suffering. All the illness come from the body, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you still want to keep it because if you don't have jhana, you still have to rely on your body. But if you have jhana, then you say, "Oh, I don't need the body anymore," and by clinging to the body can cause me suffering. So why should I cling to it? I should just let go, let it go, leave it alone. Let it get old, let it get sick, let it die.
Yeah.
If you cannot do anything about it, if you can still fix it, you still can fix it. If the body gets sick, if you can make it well, do it. But if you come to the point where you cannot make it well anymore, then you just have to accept.
Yeah. That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very good. Thank you, Tamaja. Thank you, Tamaja. Yeah. Understood. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Next, we'll go to Mike from New York, the other side of the globe, from New Zealand to New York in a flash. Mm,
Good evening, Tan Ajahn.
yes.
Thank you for all your teachings, and thank you for the global sangha here that comes every week. I look forward to seeing everybody on the little icons. So thank you to everybody. My practice has been pretty consistent, pretty good. I've been practicing recounting the Four Noble Truths during my meditation recently as a way to settle my mind. And it has been working pretty well. Is that something that you would suggest, Tanajan, is going over the Four Noble Truths during meditation?
If you find you cannot focus on your mantra or your breath, then using the the knowledge of the Four Noble Truths can help calm your mind down. But then eventually you have to come back to pay attention to your breath and your mantra again, because by thinking cannot get you into jhana alone. You have to be fixing, paying attention, focusing on just one object and not thinking. But if you're busy thinking about something else while you meditate, then maybe you can use the Four Noble Truths or any type of knowledge to calm your mind down. Once it's calm enough to focus on the breath, then you stop thinking and then focus on the breath or the mantra. If you use the mantra, whichever one you can use either one, mantra or the breath. The goal is to stop thinking. See? But when you first started, your mind is still very restless and think a lot. Cannot focus on your breath or your mantra, then you might have to think of the Four Noble Truths or the three characteristics of existence. This can quickly calm your mind down. Some people think of death. Death is anicca. It's the first noble truth. Death is the first noble truth. We're gonna die. So why we worry so much about all the things that we're worrying right now? Eventually, we're gonna lose everything anyway, right? If we're still craving for something, anything, or when we think of that, and then why crave for anything? In the end, you cannot take anything with you anyway. Yes, by contemplating on the Four Noble Truths, either on the first noble truth, or the second noble truth, the cause of suffering, or the third or the fourth, it can help calm your mind down. This is what we call wisdom develops samadhi.
Mm.
But not the samadhi that on the level of jhana, samadhi on the level of being normal again, not restless or agitated. But then from there, you then have to come back and use your breath or your mantra to get you into deeper calm, to become eventually completely still. And you need continuous mindfulness to do this. So when you're not meditating, when you're doing things, try to be mindful by paying attention closely to what your body is doing. And don't let your mind go away from the body. Or some people use mantra as well as watching the body. You can use both to help keep the mind in the present, not going to the past or into the future, or going away from the body. Keep it here and now, merely knowing and not thinking. That's the goal of mindfulness. Merely knowing and no thinking. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I feel like the Four Noble Truths is what I would use to like kind of still my mind a bit more, and then I have the mantra, and then when I feel like I can get rid of the mantra, then I'm just on the breath, and then if my meditation's really good, then I even can, not even pay too much attention to the breath and kind of just have the stillness. But that's more of a rare occurrence for me, but sometimes I get there. Um, so that's very helpful to hear. And I guess I just had another question. This one was just a little more casual, but I was talking to a Dharma friend yesterday, and we were talking about being reborn into Brahma realms. I was talking about that like people believe that if you put your ashes in the Ganges, that you might be reborn into a Brahma realm. And we were talking about, and he was saying how it's better to be born into the human realm even than a Brahma realm, because you have a better chance of practicing, or you have more of a ripe ground to practice. Is that something you would agree with?
Yes, the Brahma realm is a realm where you go reap your reward of your mindfulness meditation. See, all the other realms, except human realm, are the places where you go reap your rewards or punishment. If you burn an animal, then you're paying your bad karma. You are being punished for your bad karma. Or if you go to hell, or you go to heaven on the central level plane, you're reaping the reward from your good karma. But when you're reborn as a human being, that's when you start. That's the realm where you're doing good or bad karma. That's the only realm that you can do good or bad karma.
Mm.
So yes, if you want to develop, you want to become enlightened, then you need to become a human being. Like the Buddha, he had to be a human being. Before that, he was a deva living in the heaven realm in the central plane of existence. And after he reborn as a human, and he start to see the suffering in birth, aging, sickness, and death. And that caused him to go look for a way of overcoming his suffering. So eventually he became enlightened. So yes, you have to be a human being to develop good or bad karma, to develop your mind to go higher or lower, depending on your good or bad karma that you do. While on the other realms, you're just reaping the rewards or the punishment from your good or bad karma. Like if you're born in the Brahma realm, you're rewarding yourself from the work of mindfulness and meditation that you have developed while you're a human being. But then it is temporarily, because this reward will eventually run out. Then you have to take human birth again. But then you'll probably come back and do the same thing that you used to do previously. If you used to meditate, you come back and do more meditation, because it becomes a habit for you. And the only way to become enlightened, get to Nibbana, you need to come across the teaching of the Buddha. Unless you are a Buddha yourself, then you don't need the teaching of the Buddha. If you are a Bodhisattva, a candidate for Buddhahood, then you can become a Buddha without the teaching of the Buddha. But other beings, they need the teaching of the Buddha to become enlightened, to get to Nibbana, to become a noble disciple, the Arahant. because this knowledge is not easy to access by yourself. The Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence. It's not something that people can come across easily. It's like nuclear physics, for instance. It's not for everybody. It's for the bright of the brightest to get to that knowledge. So yes, you have to become a human if you want to become enlightened, or if you want to develop your mind to a different level of jhana or heaven, you need to become a human to do it. And eventually we all have to come back as a human after we go pay our, reap our reward or pay our punishment. Then we'll come back and reborn as human again. And we'll come back and do exactly the same thing that we used to do previously again. Because it's inbred in our nature, in our habit. If we used to meditate, we'll come back and meditate. If we used to drink, we'll come back and drink. If we used to, do whatever we used to do, we'll come back and do the same thing again. And then it's up to us to change. And one way to change is to be able to meet somebody wiser than we are, who can direct us to a better way of life, a better karma. Then we can change. Or if we have enough wisdom in ourselves, we might be able to look at what we are doing and see whether it's good or bad for us. And then we can change also that way. But usually we tend to be lazy. We tend to do things the way we used to do. So you need to be somebody wiser to influence you to do something better. Like us, we come across the teaching of the Buddha, which tell us to do something better than what we are doing right now. Keeping the precepts, meditate, practice mindfulness, develop wisdom. Without the teaching of the Buddha, this thing we will not be able to do it on our own. We don't have enough wisdom to be able to know this thing by ourselves. So it's fortunate for us to come across the teaching of the Buddha and appreciate his teaching and see the worth, the value of his teaching. So try to take advantage of this opportunity and try to get as much as possible from the teaching of the Buddha. By paying more attention to study the teaching of the Buddha. Give more time for the teaching and then apply the teaching into practice. Then you can get the result. The result doesn't come from studying alone. It has to come through the practice. First you have to study to know what to practice. Once you know what to practice, then you have to do the practice. Then you get the result. You need to study first, because if you don't study, you don't know what to do. What is good for you, what is bad for you, you don't know. Okay.
That's very good. Thank you so much.
All right. I'll go to Jordan next then. Hi, Jordan from Toronto.
Hi, Tanajan.
Yes,
Very
how are
happy
you?
to be here today. I'm doing fine, thank you. Yes. Sort of related to Mike's question, so even though we use the kamatana objects, it seems like we still have to pay attention in our practice to find out ways for ourselves that work for us to that help our own our individual minds be become peaceful. Is that right?
Yes, but
Say?
I think mostly it's a lack of mindfulness is the main problem. Not the way how you use this or that thing, that tool. The main thing is mindfulness. If you have good mindfulness, then you can use anything really.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about how when I first started to meditate, I developed, I don't know where I got this idea, but I developed a real sort of aversion towards my thoughts when I would have sort of, I don't know, any kind of thoughts come up in my meditation, I would sort of jump on them, to try to squash them or something. And I developed a really a strong habit doing this, and it's been hard to break it because it made it so that whenever I would have I would think about meditation as an unpleasant activity, so I would have an aversion to sitting down to meditate. And so I've really been the last sort of year or so, I've been trying to break that habit. And I found that if I sit down, when I first sit down to meditate, if I try to just accept the state of my mind as it is without and whatever thoughts are there, and before I just go right to my meditation object, because that can feel like it's uh, oppressive or something. And then after I've just accepted the state of my mind, then I can let myself let my attention go to my breath as a meditation object, and that seems to make my meditation a lot more enjoyable. It helps my mind to become more peaceful. Is that kind of, this is something I had to, someone couldn't tell me that. I had to figure it out through my own paying attention in my practice. And is that the kind of way we should practice?
Well, different people have different way of approaching the practices. So whichever way you find it useful for you, then you can use that. But eventually, it's still your mindfulness that is the driving force for you to get to success, to be successful in your meditation. You need to have continuous mindfulness.
Hmm. It's the mindfulness that I guess allowed me to see what worked for me, to see what naturally allowed my mind to become calm. Is that what the mindfulness can help us with? Is it not also?
The mindfulness is to help you stay on one object, to pay attention to one object.
Yeah.
But but your thinking, your reasoning is the one that tells you which way to do, how to go about it, doing your practice. But it alone cannot help you to get to your goal without continuous mindfulness.
I understand that. Thank you. Yes.
So even if you eventually feel that you can meditate, but then if you don't have this persistence in mindfulness, maybe after a few minutes you might lose your mindfulness again, and your mind starts go thinking about some other thing. Then you lose control of your mind. But if you have continuous mindfulness, once you stay focused, you keep staying focused on your meditation object all the time. See? And that's the goal, is to stay focused on your meditation all the time. If you have continuous mindfulness, then you can do this. If not, you might be able to just focus on your object for a few seconds, and then you start thinking about some other thing again.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep going away from your meditation object, you will not reach calm or jhana, because your mind keep running away. So you still need continuous mindfulness. even after you have find the right reason to meditate. Once you start meditating, you still need to have continuous mindfulness, not allowing your mind to go think about other things.
Okay, I understand that, Ajaan. Thank you very much. And I think I'm quite clear on that part.
And the
I'm
way
sorry,
to
I'm
have
distracted
continue,
because there's another speaker in another room that's repeating my voice on about 1 second after I say it, and so I can't hear myself. But so I think of this technique that I've come up with that helps me to calm my mind. It's sort of similar to how Mike uses the contemplation of the four noble truths to help his mind calm down as a sort of pre meditation. But then once I've used this maybe awareness, I'd call it maybe awareness of my whole body or something like that. Maybe I sit with awareness of my whole body for 10 minutes, and then that allows my my mind to be able to focus on one thing. So this may be appropriate if it works for me.
yes, but I will give you 5 minutes of continuous mindfulness.
No,
So
after that, that allows me to then focus continuously on my meditation object.
After 5 minutes, your focus might be gone and you might be thinking about something else again. So it's not just the 5 minutes. You need the whole day to be mindful, to be able to have long-lasting mindfulness.
I understand. So
it
with that as well.
It relies on how much you have developed mindfulness before you come to meditation.
Okay, yeah. So with that, also being mindful from the moment I wake up
To the time you go to sleep.
to the time I go to sleep.
Yes.
Combined with that, I don't mean to say that's not that has to be definitely a part of my practice as well.
That's the most important part of your practice. It's continuous mindfulness during your waking hours. Only time you're not mindful is when you go to sleep.
Very good. Yes.
But the way you reason how to get your meditation going, this is a technique, a way of reasoning to convince your mind to meditate.
Yes, yes.
But when
when
you're meditating, you need mindfulness, nothing else. Just continuous mindfulness. Just keep the mind with the object all the time. And that depends on how much mindfulness you have developed so far.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Yes, thank you very much, Ajaan.
So try to be mindful all day long. Whatever you do, you can be mindful. You can practice mindfulness anywhere, anytime.
Okay. Yes,
All right.
thank you. Okay, it's very clear. Thank you, Ajaan. I'll continue to work on developing my mindfulness throughout the day.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, we'll go to Catherine, I think, from Hong Kong. Hi. Is this your first time joining us? You have to unmute the button first. Push the unmute button. Is there one appearing on your screen? Usually on the lower left corner. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Ajaan. It's my first time joining this meeting, and I would like to express my deep appreciation and thanks for all of your teachings. When I first started out on this spiritual path, someone gave me a book, a printed version of your Q&A, and I and he told me, he said, everything that you need to know as a beginner is in this book. So I read the book and I learned what I needed to know, and it was very helpful. And I have also been listening to the recorded Q&A of past Zoom meetings. So, and I found that helpful too. So,
That's good.
yeah.
Have you started
actually,
practice yet?
Yes. Since let's say seriously practicing after the pandemic, after I came back to Hong Kong, because I'm a Malaysian and I was in Malaysia during the lockdown, the COVID lockdown. And then I came back to Hong Kong and because I've retired, so I have a bit of time to do meditation. And basically I have been self-practicing, doing an hour of meditation each day. And I'm trying to balance my practice with family obligations. And it's not easy, but I'm doing my best. And I'm also keeping my 5 precepts, keeping the 5 precepts as best as I can, trying not to break any one of them. Yeah, and that's I'm laying a foundation for me to continue practicing after this lifetime. Yeah, I hope to lay a good foundation. And yeah, and ever since I joined, what I call listen to the Q&A, I have been also practicing mindfulness in other postures whenever I can remember, when mindfulness is weak, and I started thinking about other things. And as soon as I can remember, I go back to the mantra Buddha, 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 Buddha. So yeah, it helps. I try to do as much as I can, but yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for your teachings, Ajaan. I joined to also pay my respects to you. Thank you.
Do you have any question you would like to ask?
Well, not really, not tonight, but I hope when I do in future, I can join this meeting and get some answers from Ajaan.
Okay.
But I do learn a lot from the answers that you have been given, or that Ajaan has been giving to the other participants. So yeah, I got my answers from there.
That's good then.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Hope to see you again whenever you feel like
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Yes, thank you, Ajaan.
Okay, next we'll go to Tommy. Hi, Tommy from Australia. Haven't seen you for a while too. Did you have difficulty joining, or you're not? Are you busy doing something else? You can speak now. Cannot hear you though. Are you speaking at all? Your mic is on now, I think. Go ahead, speak. Cannot speak, cannot hear you. No sound coming from you. Can you hear me? Maybe something wrong with your microphone when you enter. Well, it's off now. You have to unmute it.
Okay, unmute again.
Please unmute you. Okay. Speak. Can you speak now? Say something so we know whether your microphone is working or not. No, it's not working.
Okay.
See what you want to do.
Okay.
Using your headphone, so you cannot hear you.
Tommy, can you hear us?
Apparently not.
Mhm.
Or can, but cannot speak to us. Maybe you have to log in again, come back, log out and log in again. Sometimes the system doesn't seem to be working perfectly. Okay, try to log out and we will log in again.
Okay, okay.
Oh, no, okay, now
okay.
it's okay now. Okay.
It's working?
Yes, it's working now. I mean, the reason is because you're not saying anything.
No, I was saying is
Okay.
just change the mic. Sorry. No, I didn't have any money for internet.
I see.
Yeah, so no Dhamma meeting.
How long did you come back from Cambodia? Were you in Cambodia or were you in Laos?
In Laos.
In Laos.
Maybe like 2 months.
2 months. Yeah. How long did you stay in Laos?
Just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. You didn't come to
Yeah.
Thailand during that time.
No, I ran out of money.
Uh,
Yeah.
where did you stay in Laos? In a temple?
Yeah, I stayed at Phuket Point.
Meditation temple?
Yeah, do you know Lumpur Sawanakam?
No. I don't know too many
He lives
monks.
on
No.
he lives on Buffalo Mountain.
Okay. How was your
Yeah.
practice
He's like,
there? Good?
yeah, good. But I don't know, I had to deal with lots of people, so I didn't really like it.
So where are you now?
I'm
Same
back
place
at
where
my
you were
home.
before?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
This is a new place that you went after your old place, after you moved from your old place.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I just got another year.
Okay. Do you have any question
Yeah.
tonight?
Yeah. I wanted to ask, one time at Wat Yan, I asked you, in the Satipatthana, if you see the body, you see Vedana at the same time, right?
You see the body and then you see Vedana at the same time.
Yeah, if you attain.
Well, when you're sick, you see the body and you can also feel the pain from the body.
Yeah.
Vedana usually comes from the body, see, whether by sickness or by seeing something or hearing something painful. It can also cause painful feeling to arise.
But I mean, if you see it in terms of the three characteristics, like are the first two Satipatthana, are they grouped together?
Well, they're separate, see, they're separate objects. The body is one object. The feeling is another object. So
Okay.
you have to treat them differently because they come at a different the body is always here, but the feeling comes and goes. See? Sometimes you have good feeling, sometimes you have bad feeling, sometimes you have neutral feeling. With the body, you can only see that the body is just changing slowly from birth to death. It's just going from birth to death. And it's something that you cannot stop from happening. So it's a different object of study. You study them in a different way. You see the feeling as more of something that you cannot avoid or control, anatta. Sometimes you have good feelings, sometimes you have bad feelings, sometimes you have neutral feeling. It can change all the time. And the way to deal with feelings is to accept them for whatever they are. Don't try to crave for something that is not there. We tend to crave for good feeling only. And when we don't get good feeling, we can become unhappy. We can become miserable. So to prevent this unhappiness or misery, we have to teach the mind to accept the feeling as they come, good, bad, or neutral. Same way as the body, we have to accept the body's. Once it's born, it will get old, get sick, and die.
But how does this tie in with the traditional attainment formula? Because you're doing the characteristics, the contemplation of the characteristics after coming out of jhana, and then the asubha until you're an anagami. Where does Vedana come into it?
Can you repeat the question again, anagami part?
So if to attain Sotapanna, if you have to
You have to
contemplate,
accept the body as being anicca, no, anatta, no self. That it's like a natural phenomena that no one can control it. It's a work of nature, the body. And nature has a formula for the body, which is birth, aging, sickness, and death.
but but that's you have to do the contemplation, right?
Yes, this for Sotapanna to let go of the attachment to the body.
And then
The next
then
level is to get rid of the sexual desire for the body, which is a different problem, not the same problem as being attached to the body by wanting it to last forever, not to get old, get sick, and die. This is a different problem. The sexual desire for the body is a separate problem, which we have to deal with asubha. We have to look at the body in an unpleasant light. If we keep looking at the body in a pleasant light, we become sexually aroused. So to stop this sexual desire from coming up, we have to look at the other side of the body, the unpleasant part of the body, like the inner parts of the body, under the skin, the parts under the skin. Or look at the body when it dies, when it becomes a corpse. Then when you see this type of body, you will have no sexual desire for the body. So it's a different problem, different question that you have to deal with. But it's still the body. There are many aspects of the body that you have to understand and accept and let go of your attachment to them, to the body. But you have to see as anicca, impermanent. It's going to get old, get sick, and die. Anatta, there's no self in the body. All there is in the body are the 32 parts, which has no self in it. The one who claims the body to be a self is the mind, which can't possess the body. The mind is separate from the body. We're teaching the mind to let go so that the mind doesn't have to have any suffering from the body. And then we also have to teach the mind to see the body as not pleasant, not good looking, to stop our sexual desire for the body. So this is the anagami level.
So, where does the Vedana Satipatthana come into this?
On the first level, on the Sotapanna level, you have to go through pain, sitting in meditation, and leave the pain alone. Don't try to move the body. Don't try to get rid of the pain. Leave the body. Let the pain come and go by itself. Teach the mind to learn to to stay with the pain when it comes up, not to have any aversion for the pain.
Is
This is
this a
this is letting go of attachment to the pain.
is this a Bantad special practice?
One special practice.
Yeah, because I never seen this like taught anywhere else.
While
Going
dealing with the
through,
pain, dealing with the painful
yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
I think every meditation retreat they teach you how to deal with the pain.
Mhm.
If you want to be free from suffering from the pain, then you have to accept the pain. So our suffering for the pain because we don't want it. We want to get rid of it.
Right. Can you look at the other three before you've seen the first one?
The other three, you mean the other aspects of the body?
Vedana, Chitta, and Dhamma.
Well, usually they are in this level of body, Vedana, and mind, and Chitta, because they have a certain level of difficulties involved in each level. So the first level is easier than the second level. So that's how the Buddha laid down the way we should study these objects. The body first, then the feelings, then the mind. Or maybe the feeling and the body can be treated at the same time. When you get sick, this is teaching the mind to accept that the body will have to get sick. And also teach the mind to accept the painful feeling from the sickness at the same time.
Right.
So the Sotapanna have to deal with two aspects of the body, death and pain.
Right.
A Sotapanna supposedly is not afraid of pain, is not afraid of death. But he or she still have sexual desire. So he needs to go to the next problem. Once he have finished with the first problem of death and pain, then he will have to
Right.
study a supa to get rid of the sexual desire for the body. Or other people's body, really, not its own body, but other people's body.
What about like practitioners like me living alone, don't have the support of like the Vinaya or teacher watching over me? What are like some good reflections? Because sometimes it comes up strong, and there's no sangha to say so or anything. Um, what's some emergency tools?
I can quite clearly hear you. So can you speak a little bit clearer?
When the solitary practitioner with no like we don't keep the Vinaya, what's some like emergency tools for strong Raga Tanha?
It's up to you. You might just have to succumb to your craving. That's all, and accept that you're still not able to pass this problem, to pass this test. So it just tells you to do more contemplation on a super. It just tells you that your super contemplation is not continuous or not ever ready to come into your rescue, your aid. So you might have to break the precept and go have sex with someone. And then after that, then you might say, oh, I should have done this. I should come back and restart my super practice again.
What's a comparison between like the happiness of a Sodipana and the happiness of an Anagami?
It's not so much happiness, it's less dukkha we're talking about. A Sotamana has got rid of two types of dukkha, which is pain and death. Yeah. But he still has to have the suffering from living alone, being lonely, and wants to have somebody as a companion. With an anakami, he has no loneliness. He can live alone because he has no sexual desire for anyone. So an anakami has less suffering than a sotapanna.
And easier to get into jhana?
Oh, you need to have jhana before you come to this level. This is wisdom level. See? Without jhana, you won't be able to use wisdom to stop your suffering from death or pain. You need jhana first before you can come up. Once we're talking about the supramundane, the attainment up to the level of sotapanna and so forth. We need to have jhana as a support first. Without jhana, we won't have the strength to stop our attachment to the body. Not having the strength to stop our cravings toward the body. So this is the vipassana level or wisdom level. But first you have to go to the jhana level, which we call samatha level, or samadhi. Okay.
Okay.
So for most of us beginner, we have to practice samadhi for meditation for calm, for jhana first. Once we have jhana, then we can move up to the next level called vipassana or wisdom level. To see the Four Noble Truths and to see the three characteristics of existence working in tandem. Okay, does this answer your question more or less?
More or less.
Okay, anything else?
I heard something cool. In regards to the knowing element.
Yes, what about it?
I heard somebody say, I always wondered about this. They said there's no one behind the knowing.
That's right, knowing element is just an element like the earth element and the fire element. There's no self in the earth element, no self in the water element, the wind element, or the fire element. So too is the knowing element. There's no self behind it. The self is created by the knowing element itself. It's just a concept. The knowing element has the ability to think, to have mental formation. So this thinking can create self. See, that's all there is to it. It's just a creation of the mental formation, but it's not real. In reality, there's no thinker, but they're just thinking. There's knowing, but there's no knower really. There's knowing, not knower, no knower. But due to the delusion of the knowing element, it can create a self, and then it becomes attached to this creation. thinking that it is a cell, it's not a knowing element. It doesn't know that it is a knowing element.
Oh. Is it like if you think of like a security guard watching a camera, when you attain Nibbana, the security guard leaves, but the camera still keeps rolling? There's just not anyone watching anymore.
That's watching the mind, the knowing element knows all the time, but there's nobody behind the knowing element. So
Oh. Okay. Thanks, Ajahn.
yeah. Okay, you're welcome. We'll talk more about it later on. Okay. But it's not important really to know the knowing element. The important is how to get rid of the suffering inside created by the knowing element, which is based on the self concept that causes the knowing element to create cravings for itself. And then when there's craving, then there's suffering for the knowing element. And this is where we want to get rid is the suffering in the knowing element.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I will go
Okay.
next to Gary then. Okay, anything else? Okay, Gary from Singapore.
Greetings, Ajahn. I'm just here to pay respect. No questions tonight.
Okay, good to see you. Next, we'll go to David from Australia, I believe. Western Australia, right? Or Eastern Australia, I forgot.
Yes, Australia.
Yes. Are you near John Brown in Perth?
No, I'm near Sydney.
Okay. You were here before listening to Dhamma talk at
Yeah,
Makuti.
yeah,
Okay.
a few times.
Anything you like to say or ask tonight?
I was just thinking, remembering Ajahn Buddhadasa, Tsuan Mok, and he used to say in his talks that the essence of the Buddha's teaching was dependent origination. And then years later, he changed it to the essence was nirodha, cessation. What do you think of that definition as the essence of the Buddha's teaching?
I think it should be the Four Noble Truths. I think this is the essential teaching of the Buddha. No other teaching, nobody knows except the Buddha, the Four Noble Truths. And it's the Four Noble Truths that can save us from suffering. Nirodha is part of the Four Noble Truths. It's the third noble truth called Nirodha, the cessation of suffering. That's the goal of our practice, is to reach Nirodha. But in order to reach Nirodha, we have to know the cause of suffering first, and then we have to know the path leading to the cessation of suffering. So it's contained the Four Noble Truths. We should know all four of them, not just one.
Yeah.
But the goal, yes, the goal is Nirodha, complete cessation of suffering. Then you have Nibbana after that.
Yeah. Good.
So the goal is to get rid of get rid of suffering, to get to Nirodha. And in order to get there, you need the path to lead you there. The path is the Eight Noble Truths, the Eight Noble Path.
Yeah.
Which can be condensed into the three: samadhi, morality, meditation, and wisdom. The practice of these three things is the essence of the Noble Eightfold Path.
Yeah.
So we have to keep the precept 5, then 8 precepts. Then we have to practice mindfulness to get to jhana. Once we get to jhana, then we can study the Four Noble Truths and to see what is causing us the suffering. Then we can see it's our cravings. Then we have to stop our craving by seeing that craving leads to more suffering, not to the cessation of suffering, but to more suffering. Because what we get from our cravings is temporarily. It's only good temporarily. After a while, it will change or disappear. So when we see that everything can give us suffering, then we can stop our cravings for them. And when we have no cravings, then we have nirodha, cessation of suffering.
That's true. Yeah, because otherwise everything just keeps going on by itself if you don't practice.
Yes, you just go after your craving after one another. You crave for this and you get a temporary satisfaction, then afterwards it's gone, the satisfaction is gone. You live empty-handed, so you have to go after something else to keep you satisfied. And no matter how many times you go after, you will never be fully, permanently satisfied. So you go craving after one another until you die. And then your craving then push you to go look for a new body to continue with the craving again in the next life.
Yeah, I suppose because the mind works so fast, it instantly just jumps from one thing to another. Without samadhi, it's impossible to slow the mind down enough to
stop it completely, to stop it temporarily with samadhi, with
yeah,
jhana.
yeah.
And you see that this craving is madness. Going after a craving is madness.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't bring you any contentment, never. The only way to get to contentment is stop your craving. Stop following your craving.
Yeah, because the mind is so continuously in turmoil. It's just completely just keeps getting sucked into endless suffering.
There's true endless cravings.
Yeah.
Craving is the cause of our suffering, our mental suffering. Once we can stop our craving, then our suffering will disappear permanently.
That's true.
When are you come back to Thailand again? Are you coming back soon?
Not sure at the moment. Too hot at the moment to go to Thailand.
Yes, you have to wait till December, I guess.
Well, I also like to go in the rainy season. I find that's quite good, actually.
It's starting
better.
now. It's starting now. Middle of May is the start of a rainy season here.
Yeah. What about the pollution? Is it eased off with the rain?
Yes, when we have rain, it comes down to a safe level. But without the rain, it goes up very high.
Yeah.
But it's something we have to learn to live with. There's nothing else we can do.
Well,
unless you can go to Australia, then you don't need to.
Yeah, Australia, the air is pretty good.
Yeah.
If you look at the world pollution map, Australia is usually very good.
Yes, because
most of the country is not inhabited.
Underpopulated.
Yeah. Well, I live about 130 kilometres from Sydney, up in the Highlands, and the air here is usually very good.
That's good.
Occasionally, Sydney gets polluted, but it's usually very mild because Sydney's right on the ocean, and the wind just blows it away. But Thailand, problem is that in the dry season, all the farmers are burning off all the crop stubble,
Yes.
and the smoke is so bad. It's pretty, especially Chiang Mai now. Chiang Mai now is quite terrible in the dry season. I was reading the other day that quite often what it affects the most is the young children, and quite often the children get nosebleeds from the pollution, and sometimes the bleeding doesn't stop. And the only way that they can deal with it is if they have to have all the windows closed and have air purifiers going, and quite often they have to close the schools. But then when the rainy season comes, it all clears up because the farmers can't burn off the crop stubble.
Yes.
So I actually lived in Chiang Mai for about a year, but that was about 1990, I think it was. And then it was fantastic. Very quiet. The air was good. Very open, but we went back there a couple of years ago. It was actually at the end of the rainy season, but there was still some pollution because the traffic now is so bad. Constant traffic. Before, it used to be very quiet in the evenings, and in the mornings and afternoon there was hardly any traffic. But then that's basically the same everywhere in the world now, that there's just so many people and so many cars and so much pollution.
Yes, nowadays they're thinking of alternative energy like electric car.
Yeah. Well, Australia now is the renewable energy is becoming very high, and like in South Australia now, it's about almost continuously 100% renewable energy, because so many people have solar panels and there's a lot of wind power. And quite often in the daytime, there's too much electricity because there's so many people have solar panels. And Sydney is now also getting a lot. It's a huge surge in solar power because a lot of houses have got rooftop solar, and the government's had a program of subsidizing batteries, home batteries, and there's been a huge surge in solar batteries. So it's looking quite good now. Last time it was pollution was very bad was when in about 2019, when we had really bad bushfires up and down the coast. Actually, it was almost every state. But it's been so wet now, and basically almost every summer, that we've been quite lucky with the bushfires.
Okay. I think we have to leave the pollution behind now and move on to more meditation matters, okay?
Yeah. Well, where I am, it's actually very quiet.
Okay. Good. You have
And there's
any
a lot
more
of bush.
questions? You have any other question?
Not at the moment, thanks. It's
Okay.
quite good to listen to you
Nice to
again.
see you, and hope to see you again next time, okay?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
It's just a bit late here in Australia.
Yeah, quite late now.
Yeah.
12 o'clock now or more?
12:23.
12:23, yes. Okay. Go to
But
bed.
then, yeah. But then again, if the couple that live in New Zealand, it's quite even later for them.
Yeah, they're 2 hours ahead of you, right?
Yeah.
2 o'clock now.
I suppose for some people it's very early in the morning, wherever they live.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Next, we'll go to Malaysia. Kuan Liman.
Ajaan, for those who are practicing spiritually and they are on the path, understood Sakaya Ditti, able to let go of the body, and upon that they happily leave the body, can we say they have entered the stream?
It doesn't matter what we call them. What is real, they only know in themselves, so we don't have to worry about them.
Oh, okay. Ajaan, for those who are not Buddhist, but they can risk their life to save others in danger, and they are able to let go of themselves, can we say that they are stream winner too? Or
No,
how do we say?
they have to understand the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence in order to be qualified for a Sotapanna.
So by risking their life.
Sometimes you have a noble idea of risking your life, giving up your life for somebody else. This doesn't mean you're a Sotapanna. You have to see the body as being impermanent. See that the body is the object of your suffering, and you don't want to use it or rely on your body. You want to give up your body. So it's a different purpose. For Sotapanna, you have to see the body as being anicca, dukkha, anatta. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Next, Alvin Lee, also from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Ajaan. Ajaan, I want to share some experience on my meditation. I know, Ajaan, you said that when we practice either the mantra or breathing, but I think recently for me is I need to do both, Ajaan, to anchor my mindfulness. I need to chant and to do the mantra Buddha and watching the breath. That's okay, right, Ajaan? I can do that, right?
Well, if that can bring you to jhana, that's okay.
But sometimes I just lose the concentration and just watching the breath only. Then, after a while, my mind will go wandering. So yeah, I've been trying to do that. I've been doing the mantra and watch the breath together. Yeah.
Yes, you can do that. But I think eventually you're gonna have to give up one and just concentrate on just one only. Because for the mind to become still, it has to be focused only on one object, I think.
On one object, okay. This one I can do it.
Well, at the start, when your mind is still restless and agitated, you can use both.
Or at the start of the meditation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whenever you find your mind is not able to focus on one, then you might need the other to help you focus.
Right.
But then when you're able to focus only on one, then you just choose one, either the mantra or the breath.
So in this case, Ajaan, if I sit for 45 minutes, try not to do for the whole length of 45 minutes. Maybe for 15, 20 minutes, then I let go one of them, right?
What do you mean by let go?
I mean, like if my duration of meditation, say, is 45 minutes usually, so I start with this mantra and breathing together. So once I feel comfortable, maybe 15, 20 minutes, I should let go one of this object rather than 45. Okay.
That's right. Okay. When you start, if you can stick with one, then you can stick with one from the start also. It depends on how strong your mindfulness is at that time. And if you have strong mindfulness, you might be able to focus on just one object.
Yeah. Usually when I start, it's not strong.
Okay.
Yeah, we struggle every time.
Some people might have to rely on chanting first also.
Yeah. Usually I start off with some metta.
Yeah.
Metta, yeah.
to get your mind ready for meditation.
Yes. That's all, Tanajan.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, again, from India. Is Nita around or you just alone today?
Namaskaram, Rajan. It's just me today
I see.
because I've come to another city, to Pune, to help my parents wind up, and all going per plan on Monday, they will move to Jabalpur and live 2 houses away from Nita and me.
That's fine. That's good then.
Yes, yes.
So,
So it's exciting times, and I've been reading your book, Why Suffer, so that I can prepare myself for potential challenges ahead. And I also wish to share with you, Frajan, that I've made a audiobook recording of the Why Suffer book.
yes.
And the admins kind of guided me that I can put it up on YouTube and such. So just today, I was able to put it up on YouTube as an offering. So please do accept that.
Okay. Fine.
And Frajan, I had one question today, which is that now it's getting pretty hot in India as the summers are kicking in. And is it better to try and be in the natural environment or use air conditioning and things? What would be better for meditation?
Well, the goal is to live naturally, like the Buddha. During the Buddha's time, there is no air conditioning.
Yes.
So we have to adjust our mind to accommodate whatever the weather is. But nowadays you have air conditioning. So you're using a natural method, which is not reliable because your air conditioning can break down anytime.
Yes. Yes.
So ideally, it's better not to rely on anything except your own mind, your own wisdom and mindfulness. Rely on jhana and mindfulness to deal with all the discomfort situation if you can.
Mhm.
But at the start of your practice, if you don't have any jhana yet, you're not able to use jhana to cope with your discomfort, yet you might need some help, like air conditioning when you meditate to get to jhana.
Yes.
But once you know how to get to jhana, then you can then stop using the air conditioning.
Right. Right.
Okay, does this make sense?
Yes, it does. It does, Rajan.
But don't be attached to air conditioning.
Yes. Yes.
Because if you're attached to it when you have no electric power or if your air conditioning breaks down, you will not be able to meditate.
Yes, Rajan, and that happened just day before yesterday. The central cooling of the house, which was working fine for 15 years, it decided to quit, and we experienced that. So yes.
So you can see anicca, dukkha, anatta in the air
Yes.
conditioner.
It came across quite clearly. Yes, yes, Rajan.
So it's better not to rely on anything at all.
Mm.
Even the body, one day we have to check the body, get rid of the body, not rely on the body for our happiness. Just rely on mindfulness and wisdom.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, Rajan. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your work on the audio, but I'm not sure where we can place it on our website. I'm not sure because we have a book section, but we don't have audio section yet.
That's absolutely fine, Rajan. If people search on YouTube, they'll be able to find it, I'm sure.
Okay, fine.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
your effort, though.
Thank you, Rajan.
All right. Next, we'll go to James. Hi, James Friend.
Namo Buddhaya.
Hi. What can I do for you?
I haven't been able to join the past couple times because I've had a quite a busy couple weeks. I had my graduation ceremony. I got my GED.
What's that,
Um,
bachelor degree or master
it
degree?
it's a high school equivalency. I
Uh,
didn't go to high school. I was homeschooled, so I just got my GED just to say, I'm at state level.
okay, congratulations.
And I got to go pay my respects to the Buddha relics that came from Sri Lanka. I got to go to Venerable Panyakara's temple. It was a beautiful experience.
That's good.
I
You feel inspired, more inspiration to follow the path of the Buddha?
oh yeah, it
Okay,
was
that's the purpose of the relics, to remind us and to inspire us to not to forget the teaching of the Buddha.
the atmosphere in there was incredibly heavy. It was unlike anything I've ever felt before.
Mhm. That's good. Is this in the USA where you are living now?
Yeah, in Texas.
I see, yeah, I forgot. Do you have any question tonight?
Um, I uh, I guess I did. I um I wanted to ask if uh um being actually I guess not, honestly. No, my meditation is going pretty well. So
Yeah,
thank you, Ajahn.
okay. Meditation is your refuge in times of trouble. When you run into some problem financially or physically or whatever, you can use meditation to help you ease the pain. So try to keep practicing meditation. It's better than using painkillers when you feel painful. When you meditate, the pain can be absorbed by the mind. And the mind doesn't feel painful with the pain of the body or what other type of pain. So to keep practicing, especially mindfulness during the daytime when you're not meditating, practice mindfulness as much as possible. And when you meditate, you find it easy to meditate to get to jhana, to calm. Okay?
Yes. Thank you, Tanajan.
You're welcome. Next, Philip from Malaysia.
Good evening, John. I'm just here to pay my respects and listening to all the questions and answers. I don't have any
Okay.
questions on my.
All right. Next, Get Yenso. Get, can you hear me? I think she's gone to sleep. We'll go to Sui and check then. Sui and check. You're alive and awake.
Greetings, Ajahn.
Okay. What
Well,
can I do for you today?
I don't have question, but I'm just wondering about the I'm reading the Against the Defilement again, the book, and in one of the chapter, you talk about Ajahn Longta Mahabua, and you're saying that being around him and attending to his needs is like being in a boxing ring. Your opponent constantly seeks to attack you, and so you have to always be on guard. Why do you say that being around him is like being in a boxing ring?
Because he's like a trainer. When you go train with a trainer, he can tell you what you're doing wrong or right. See. So he
Oh,
can remind you, oh, this is not what you're supposed to do. You should do this. You should do that. So when you do something wrong, he will remind you right away. This is not the way to do it.
oh,
So you have to be constantly on your guard, to be mindful and to know exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, he'll
He'll correct you right away.
oh. Can he read our mind? Like he can tell us you think wrongly or
No,
or
what you do physically, he can see
oh.
when you do something wrong physically, it means you're not mindful of doing it. You might be doing thinking about something else while you're doing it.
Oh, I think you mentioned one time you were helping with the construction work and he asked you to go
To
back
leave, to
to
leave.
leave, to go to meditate something.
Yes, because he knew that I wanted to meditate more than working
Oh,
construction work. But
yeah,
as a part of the community, you have to cooperate, join the construction work.
yeah,
But he think that it would be
yeah.
more fruitful for me to meditate than to do the construction work.
Oh,
But he told me in a way that will not make other people unhappy.
yeah.
He told me by dismissing me that I'm just useless here. I cannot contribute anything. Better go away. So he chased me away actually. This in order to make other people feel good that that I don't get special privilege. I think
But
this is
you
my interpretation of his action.
but you knew his intention. You
Yes,
knew like yeah, only yeah. Because he's a kind teacher. You
yes,
knew.
because not every monk knows how to meditate. See, so when they don't know how to meditate, if they are left alone, they won't be
Yeah,
meditating. So it's
yeah,
better to get them to do some construction work to train them
yeah,
with mindfulness first.
yeah,
But if someone who can meditate already, then it's better to leave that person alone to meditate.
yeah. Yeah. So he knows
Oh yes, you know on the
students
monks,
very well. Well,
on the monks,
uh,
what level of practice they're in. He can tell by
oh,
their action.
oh. So be around him is like being in a boxing. You have to be very alert all the
Yes,
time.
you're training with your trainer. See, so
Oh, y- yeah. I just thought that's interesting that you yeah.
at least your
You-
trainer won't hit you as hard as your opponent. See,
Oh.
so he
Oh,
train
that's what you
you.
say is a trainer, not the
He's a
opponent.
trainer. He's not your opponent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, oh, that's very. I didn't even catch that. Oh, he's the trainer, not the opponent. Oh, yeah. So you have to be very mindful, but at the same time, he's not there to attack, like not like an opponent attacking you. It's wanting to help you.
He's preparing you for your fight with the real opponent later on when you're alone, when you're left alone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. I didn't even catch.
And that's the killers lah. The Mara inside us.
That's right. The Mara, the defilement, the cravings, the delusion.
Mm.
That's keep creating suffering for us.
That is our opponent.
That's right. That's our real opponent.
That's when we are
Our
alone.
cravings.
Ah,
Oh,
and each one of us had to fight alone.
Yes, no one can help you with your craving. Yeah. Once you crave for coffee, you cannot. No one can stop you from having coffee except you yourself. You have to tell yourself that I have to stop drinking coffee. I'm addicted to coffee.
our trainer cannot
Our trainer cannot.
cannot be there all the time.
When you're with trainer, if he's not drinking coffee, you're not drinking coffee with him. But when you're
Yeah.
left alone, then your craving can come up and say, "I'd like to have a cup of coffee now," and no one around to stop you from doing it except
Yeah.
yourself.
So we have to find a way then. We have to find a way either like Buddha or to right?
Well,
Is that
he'll teach you how, so using Buddha or using wisdom to see anicca, dukkha, anatta in coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see that coffee gives you just a brief satisfaction, and it leaves you empty-handed, leaves you hunger for more.
Mm.
And when you cannot get coffee, then it will leave you miserable.
Yes.
So everything is like this in life. Everything gives you brief satisfaction and empty and craving for more. And when you cannot get what you crave for, then you get suffering. You become miserable.
Oh, I see. Okay. So Tanajan, if I have like something is bothering me, like let's say if I try to use mantra, it's not working, breath is not working, then I can use this kind of contemplate.
Rationality, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Reasoning. Ask
Yeah,
yourself, what's bothering you? Your wife? Why is she bothering you?
yeah.
She's spending too much money. Maybe she's spending too much money, and you don't want her to spend much money. So your problem is because you don't want her to spend the money. But if you're happy to see her spend the money, then you won't have any problem with her.
Then I use reasoning. Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Like she can spend and then
If you don't want her to bother you, then you say, okay, spend as much as you want.
then until my mind calm down.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
you can accept her for what she is, then your mind calm down. You become restless or stressful because you cannot accept her the way she is.
Yes, and then come down, then we go back to our mantra or develop
Yes.
mindfulness again.
Then you can concentrate on your mantra or your other object of mindfulness. But when you feel stressful, restless, agitated, you have to find out what is causing you this stress.
Yes.
Usually because you're not happy with somebody, with something.
Not happy with myself then.
Same way you can be that. You get sick and you're not happy with yourself. But what can you do? Can you stop your sickness or not? You cannot. Then you just have to accept your sickness. Okay, I'm sick, fine. I should be happy being happy with sickness. If you're happy with sickness, then there will be no problem, right? You're not happy because you don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
But can you stop the sickness? You cannot stop the sickness. It's like the weather. Can you stop the weather?
No.
No.
So you have to accept the weather, accept the sickness like you accept the weather.
Yeah.
Once you
Yeah.
accept, then your problem goes away. Your mind become normal again, not restless or agitated.
Oh, okay. Or sometimes we contemplate death. That's to curb the greed or fear of losing.
It depends on what your problem is. Sometimes that doesn't can solve all the problem. Or maybe it can, I don't know. If you can use that and you can bring your mind back to calm again, then it's okay. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you,
teaching, Tanya.
Tanajan.
Okay, you're welcome. Next step from Oregon. Hi. How's your challenge coming?
Very good. Last week, I think it was very, I just got very nauseous in the middle of it, and I threw up, but I didn't let myself stop, and I kept meditating the whole 3 hours. And the next day and going forward, I just feel very strong. I just feel like I really I didn't let my kilesas win, and I was just really, and so that was very good. That was a good experience.
It's good when you win, it gives you more confidence in your
Yes.
practice.
I didn't let myself stop, and I just kept with it, even though it was intense. And yeah, it was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did have a question. I finished the Vipassana book by Goenka, and So, so you use Vipassana when you need to rationalize, kind of, is that kind of, so like with my rats are dying, they're getting to the point where they're really old and I can't, I want, like, old me would feel very sad and kind of suffer with them, but now I can see I can only do so much as I can do, and I can help them as much as I can help, and I can't, there's no suffering beyond that is the second arrow. That's kind of Vipassana, is that?
That's right. You accept the truth of the process of death coming toward our existence. Everybody has to eventually die.
Okay. But I don't need to, Vipassana is just something that comes up when you need it. It's not something that I need to think about. Is that true?
Well, there's something that you should think about, train yourself to before it comes to you, like your own death, for instance, or death of someone closer to you than your animal.
Yeah.
And to see how you react if you should lose your husband, lose your children, and ask yourself, how would you react? Can you accept it or not? If you cannot accept it, it means you don't have enough jhana to calm your mind down yet. Your mind still react with attachment.
So that's why I, when I'm in jhana or very calm, then I can do the death contemplation, and that will help.
Right. That will help you to see how would you react when the real thing happens.
Okay. I know with my husband, I think about my husband a lot. There's a lot of attachment to the life that we have and what he, like, I have such a nice life because of, like, my husband. So, like, there's a lot of attachment, and I do see that very much. It's like there's love and there's attachment to.
Yes, but everything comes to an end sooner or
Yes,
later.
it cannot last forever. Yes.
That's right. That's what we have to think about.
It has to end. Yes.
It has to end. The party has to end one day.
Yeah. And that's Vipassana, is like training yourself for that.
For the eventuality.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you can test yourself by living alone for a few days without him to see how you would react when you're actually in
Really good. I
that real
meditate.
situation.
Yeah, I do really good, but that's not the real thing. Yeah, that's not taking away the support. Yeah. Okay.
Like going to practice in a meditation retreat for 2 weeks or something like that, to be away from everybody.
That would be good. Yeah.
And to see how you would feel without them. How would you feel? Can you still be happy?
Yeah.
If you're happy, if you can be happy being alone, then it's okay. And you know, if you should lose, then you won't suffer.
Yeah.
This is vipassana, but you need a strong jhana mind to be able to do this.
Yeah.
If you don't have jhana, you finally react with attachment. No, I cannot live without them.
Yeah. I can see that.
Okay. So right now, practice a lot jhana first. And then after that, contemplate on the eventuality. If things happen, how would you react? How would you feel? Can you accept it or not?
Yeah.
And if you think you can, then you have to apply it. See if you can separate yourself from them for a while.
So do it. Okay. Yeah.
The actual doing it.
Got it. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome. Next, Ricardo. You're in a different setting today, Ricardo. Where are you?
Hello, Tanajan. How are you? Yes.
Outside the house.
No, actually, I'm in Brazil.
Brazil.
And yes, taking a short vacations after a retreat we had with Pantarahula for a week. And I was kind of stressed because to organize all the retreat was hard, but very good. And the retreat was really very, how do you say, useful.
Did you do a meditation?
Yeah, all meditations all day long, walking meditations and sitting meditations and Dharma talks and instructions every day. about Anapanasati and Satipatthana Sutta. And it was really very good lead and very useful and for many people. So I'm happy to have organized that retreat and let many people enjoy the Dharma and all that.
That's good.
And
Maybe you can
yeah,
introduce more people to Buddhism, to
yeah,
meditation also.
right. And I would also like to thanks Sui and Chak because I will show you. Even the book came here to Brazil and to Uruguay,
Yes.
and even Bante Rahula took one book to Mexico, so he can put it on the library so all the practitioners in Mexico can enjoy your teaching. So we are very happy and very thankful to Sui Chek who sent many books so we can share here in Uruguay. So your teachings are all around the world, Tana-chan.
Yes, getting to become famous now.
So
That's
I
good.
have no questions
Yeah.
today, just to be deeply thankful for all the teachings you give us and this World Global Sangha we are joining every week here. So deep gratitude to all of it,
You're
and
welcome.
especially you, Tana-chan.
You're welcome, and hope everyone can benefit from this Dhamma teaching.
Right, right.
Okay, good. We'll come back to Geg now. Anything else, Ricardo? Okay, no. Go to Geg now. Hi, Geg, we passed you just now. Forget.
And Ajahn, just to pay respect, yeah, no question.
No question. Okay.
Thank
Then
you.
we'll go to B now for more question. Hi B, how many questions we have tonight?
Hi, Prajan. There are 4 questions, and if time permits, may I ask a quick one at the end for myself?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. So the first 2 questions came from the inbox, and they are from Jacob. The first question is, how do we know if we are an arahant?
It's just like when you are sick and then you get well. When you have no fever, then you know that you're not sick, right? And Aaron is just like that, but mentally he's not. Right now we are all sick mentally. We have all all kinds of mental suffering. With an Arahant, there's no more mental suffering left in the mind.
Noted. Thank you. And the second question is, how can it be that one person can be sure and unsure at the same time?
It's like eating. When you're full or not full, you know it for yourself. You don't have to ask anybody else.
Yep. Mhm. Okay, and the third question is from Ui Hua. Is it true that without jhana, one cannot attain enlightenment?
It's not easy to do so. I'm not sure whether it's impossible or not, but it's not easy. With jhana, it's a lot easier.
Understood. And the fourth and last question is from Po Liang Soon. Ajahn, if we say our mindfulness is strong, we don't need to do walking meditation first, then we just go and do formal sitting?
Yes, as soon as you can do formal sitting, then you go ahead and do the formal sitting. But if you find that it's useless when you sit and your mind become restless, then you might have to change and do more walking meditation first.
Yep, that's all the 4 questions from online.
Okay.
May
Maybe a
just ask
question?
Yep, I'll just be a quick one, Prajan. how do we distinguish between body contemplation and asupa contemplation, because they both relate to the body?
We have different aspects of the body we have to study. Anicca, impermanent, is one. We have to teach the mind that the body doesn't last forever. It's going to get old, get sick, and die. This is one aspect of the body, contemplation. Another aspect is that there's no self in the body. There's no you in this body. This body is just made up of the 32 parts, come from the 4 elements. So this is another aspect of body contemplation. And then the third one is the super contemplation. To study that the body, if you look deep inside the body, under the skin, then you see that there's nothing good looking at all in the body. So this is to stop your sexual cravings for the body, other people's body. While the other two is to stop your attachment to your own body. If you see that your body is going to have to die, and if you attach to your body, you'll get suffering when that happens. If you can detach yourself from the body, don't care about the body, let it die, and then you will have no suffering when the body dies. Because you can see it that the body is not you. The body is just made up of the 4 elements from the 32 parts. So this 2 different type of contemplation. One, your attachment to your own body. The other, your attachment to other people's body. Okay, is this good enough?
Yes, that's very good. Thank you, Prajan.
All right. I think that's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful to you and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please be safe, be mindful all the time, and practicing as much as possible. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Sadhu, 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 Tan Ajaan.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you,
Ajahn.
Tan Ajaan.
Ajahn.
Thank you.